Hello everyone, today I will be ranking every single gun rework that has been shown to us in the latest trailer on Gamer Robot. There are a total of only 13 guns, so we have quite the time to go through each of them thoroughly enough. Before we start, I just wanted to tell y'all that I am ranking them based on what I have seen so far. Also, all the guns seem to do a lot of damage except for Slingshot and Flintlock. First of all, let's begin with the two guns that barely got a rework, Soul Guitar and a Venom rifle. So according to what Ziola said, the developers changed nothing about Soul Guitar except for its name, for how the model looks like, and for its animations. This means that the gun will still be as overpowered as we know it. I give that gun a 9 out of 10, so S tier. Now for the Venom rifle, the developers barely did any modifications to the gun's moveset idea, but they did apparently buff the speed of the two moves and make its visual effects more appealing. An unpopular opinion coming from a 60 million tryhard bounty hunter, but I would have rather them to completely change the moveset. Because the devs didn't really change anything about it, I give this gun the middle of C tier position. Now let's move on to the section where all the guns got significant changes. Flintlock looks like a gun with a moveset that perfectly fits one of the snipers. The major problem with it is that for some reason, the second move screen shakes like crazy, which completely defies the purpose of aiming accurately. If the moves didn't screen shake, I would have gladly placed it on C tier, but sadly they do, so I will place it on the top of D tier. Next gun is the cannon. For the M1s, I know that they explode upon contact with any surface and everything, but you cannot land this in the air at all, so hitting this in PvP will probably be impossible. The first and second moves look very mid because they are slow and they also seem pretty hard to hit. The second move really reminds me of the gravity meteor move but slower. Overall, I want to place this cannon in the bottom of D tier below Flintlock. Okay guys, our next participant is the Slingshot. Since this is the most common gun in the game, it is perfectly normal that it is the worst out of all of them. Why do I think this? Well, first of all, the M1s are completely useless because they deal no damage. Second, the slime move with the octopus is cool and all, but hitting it in PvP is never gonna happen and it deals no damage. Third, the bomb move looks garbage since it's just a small explosion that seems extremely hard to hit. Obviously, this gun is going into the F tier trash. Ooh, now we have the refined Slingshot. This thing is literally just a direct upgrade from the normal Slingshot because yes, the M1s are still trash, but the first move is way faster now, and it stuns longer and it heals you from all the tick damage you deal on your opponent with the baby octopuses. Also, the second move still seems hard to hit, but at least it has a bigger hitbox now. Thanks to all the upgrades I just mentioned, I genuinely find this gun to be worthy of the bottom of C tier spot. Our next weapon is the Musket. Now this one actually seems to have a little bit of aimbot with the first move, and the second move doesn't really look that hard to hit since it's fast and has a decent hitbox. In addition, the M1s have a long range and are instant. I decide to place this one in the top of C tier. Alrighty, now let's move on to the bazooka. For this gun, the developers just decided to retake cannon but upgrade it to the next level. The Z move now has a huge range and it seems very fast. The X move is basically the same thing as cannons but with an aimbot. and that is exactly what cannon needed to be a decent weapon. For all these reasons mentioned, I think bazooka deserves the bottom of the B tier. Next on the line is the serpent bow, which is now renamed to the Venom bow, and it is probably one of the most satisfying looking guns in this entire update. The M1s look very hard to land, but they do deal decent damage. The first move looks quite simple to land, and the last move is way faster now. In my opinion, this bow should fit right into the top of B tier. The kabucha. This daddy slingshot got upgraded to the next level. The moves actually look insanely good now. Sadly, the M1s are still completely useless. The first move is now almost as fast as the Doe Awakened first move, which is insane, and it apparently stuns before exploding. The last move didn't really change, but it does seem way faster now, which is the only thing it needed. This gun was already one of the best before the rework, but now it's even better. So I will place it on the bottom of A tier. 11th gun of the video, just to give you guys an idea. The hyped up Magma blaster. I personally think that this gun and the dual Flintlock were the ones y'all liked the most, so I decided to keep them for last. The M1s of the Magma blaster do insane damage. I saw Zeolus use it and it did 3.5k damage on my game 43. The first move looks very good and it seems to have a very good hitbox. The second skill seems to do insane damage. Is it just me or did I really see it do like 700 tick damage? From what I've seen, this gun should be placed in the middle of B tier because its moves do deal insane amounts of damage, but they do not seem that easy to land. Okay guys, it is now time for the coolest gun of the update in my opinion, the dual Flintlock. As you guys could see, this dual gun shoots 2 bullets per M1 and they seem to do fine damage. The first move appears to have a huge horizontal hitbox, and I hope you can use it vertically too. The final move definitely has one of the best VFX shown in the entire game so far, and the hitbox seems to be quite big. Maybe I am overrating this gun, but it looks like it should be placed on the top of A tier. It is now time for our final weapon, which is by far the most original one in this update, the bizarre revolver. The Z move just looks unfairly easy to land, pure aimbot. The X move is close range, but it has an insane hitbox and appears to deal serious damage. Also, a fun feature is the M1s. There is actually a type of M1 combo. The first and second M1s are normal, and the final one is the biggest, fastest, and most damaging, according to what Zeolus said. Obviously putting this gun inside of S tier along with Cold Guitar. In conclusion, the developers have done a fine job reworking all of the guns because most of them received the upgrade that they deserved. Tell me if you agree with my tier list or not in the comments. Respectfully. Last thing, if you want to see more of my videos, please consider subscribing. Anyways, bye bye.